Hello, how are you guys? Um, how you doing? I since the last attempt to do the practice outside, I have decided that inside still is the best bet, even though it's a beautiful day out there. But I get to see the sky and still a little bit too hot, unless I'm looking for hot yoga, which is not what I'm doing right now. So, um, yeah, I love my shirt. It's from Gainesville, a great school that just opened there. And the girl who owns it, the woman who owns it, Samantha Jones, she is awesome. She was my very first yoga crush, the one that was like, I want to do that. And then I went through so many growth through it because it was not easy, but I really wanted to feel the easiness, the calm that Samantha had. And I'm like, okay, yoga. So here we are. So I wanted to honor her and her inspiration to me and to so many others. Yeah, so here we are. And I wanted to first, I always like to create a little, yoga for me is like a ritual. And I learned for myself that the time that I feel that I have the least time, it's when I want to do yoga. Or that's when I need. I have been working on the need and the want. So even though I might not want to do yoga, I feel like when you don't have the time, that's when you make the time. So here I am. It's not that busy, but I have been working on some projects, so it does get busy. But so I create my little ritual. I get my mat. If you like to write journals, which I totally would suggest that you do, because it's great to put in words. I'm very visual, and I like to see my thoughts. Maybe that's what comes down to. But anyways, I journal. So after yoga or before, depending. And if I have the time, it's not all the time that I have the time. So anyways, keep it that there. And then I have a glass of water. I make things where I don't have to leave, unless I have to leave. And as you know, change is the only constant. And sometimes I have to stop my video right where I started sometimes, and then becomes a blooper. So nothing is lost, right? It's just transformed. So, okay. Then I have my oils, because the past year I have been learning quite a bit about essential oils. Was a vision that I had of me early on, that I would love to know about oils and herbal self-healing. And I kept telling myself, like, yes, but that's for them, the people that do that. But I was distancing myself from them, and aren't we all the same? There is no them really in terms of learning and growing. So anyways, oils are a big part now of my everyday. So today I have clary sage, and I want to read what is good for it, because it's a lot. I was just totally blown away. So clary sage can be attributed to its property as an antidepressant, anticonvulsive, antispasmodic, antiseptic, aphrodisiac, yes, yep, adstringent, bactericidal, I think, my English, carminative, deodorant, digestive, this word, I'm not even going to try to say it, immunagogue, euphoric, hypotensive, nervine, sedative, stomach, and uterine substance. So, sounds to me would be a perfect combination to get my yoga body going, because we do work with all of that, right? Yoga is really to get to connect with all those emotions and feelings. That is pretty much what this guy works with, and sometimes emotions and feelings, so if not all the time, do get imprinted in your body. So I always put a little drop, friction my hands, raise the vibration of the oils. And you don't have to do any of that, but I really like it. And get my wrists. Again, it's about that ritual. There is an intention why you're here. Or, yeah, there is. Sometimes we don't know that the intention is even there. So let's see. I hope you're seeing me all over and still playing with camera. Thing that's, I love that. Oh, only my friends are seeing this. Yeah, right? We become friends through any type of connection. And even if it's just me physically alone, I do feel that there is, well, you guys have been telling me that this helps. So here I am. So find your comfortable seated position. My pants are off the chain. Just say it. They are. Let's settle down. And if sitting is not comfortable for you yet, you can try to do it what I do in a chair, and work with your arms first and learning to sit comfortably, even on the chair. And that requires that you really find your sitting bones and push yourself with the sitting bones down very consciously, and engage your deep abdominal muscles, press your pelvic floor down. Yeah, we will talk some funny stuff. I guess we're not very used to talk about the body that openly, but as I am doing my work on myself, I'm becoming more and more open about talking about the body. Most especially as a body worker that I am. So once you connect with your sitting bones, really check in with your shoulders, check in with your spine. Close your eyes if they are not closed yet. And just settle in. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Notice any little adjustment that you might want to do. You might want to get your blocks under your knees if your legs are so high. And somebody just asked me, how about my legs are up here? Well, stuff it up with pillows as far as you can to make you open. Your abdominal needs to be engaged for that to happen. And it can be very intense, very uncomfortable, because you're going to have to push things in, and that's when you release your knees down. So it can be very uncomfortable. You got to just stick with it a little longer and just feel it and try to breathe in and find where can you create a little space for the breath in your body. And your hands can be with the palms facing up, the palms facing down. And if your eyes are closed, just start noticing what is going through in front of your closed eyes. Is the mind racing? Probably is. And once the body starts talking to you, what are we doing? This is painful, this is this. It gets busy up there. So try to focus on the breath. The breath is really safe to go back to because you are breathing, even if you don't know. So creating that awareness of the breath really helps with just observing the mind. And as you sit and feel your spine getting more and more awakened, sitting bones are pressing down, the crown of the head is really moving towards the ceiling. You need to relax your shoulders. Start setting an intention for your practice. What brought you to clicking on my channel, my Yoga Loka? What brought you here? You wanted to see my new pants? Probably not. Just connect with that. What is your reasoning? If the mind is trying to make a reason of this, what is the reasoning for you right now? Connect with that. See how that sits with you. See how that resonates with you. And you might be surprised that, oh, so that's why I think I came here to sit. And then, might create space for new ways of thinking. Take another deep breath. Feel the belly, diaphragm, chest. Hold for a second and let it out. And breathe in through the nose, let it out through the mouth. Nice. So if you have your blocks under, well, you can blink your eyes open too. Nice and easy. And let me get some music. I hope they don't kind of block my channel because of the music. I want to play some Brazilian music. If that happens, we might not have music, but still have the video. I don't know all the, laws and things yet. Getting there, learning. So from a seated position, there you are. You feel more comfortable in the sitting. You're just gonna take 3 deep breaths with me, raising your arms above your head, creating some movement, some fluidity as you breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. One more time. Hands come together and bring it into your chest. Really pressing your hands together, relaxing the shoulder, engaging the abs. And relax. Open your eyes. I think that might be too loud. Yeah, so this girl is a Brazilian woman who I love very much. Her name is Vanessa da Mata. So let's find ourselves into tabletop. Finding your alignment, taking your time. There is nowhere to go because now you decided that you're putting some time into this. So this is where you at. That's what you set yourself to do. But you can always take a break, right? So find your fold on your mat for your knees, or you can have towels. There is no need to be in pain. Discomfort is one thing, but if the body's in pain where the breath can happen, then you're not comfortable. And you need to modify. Sometimes just like sitting on the table, not sitting on the table, sitting on a chair and just working with the sitting bones. So we're on the tabletop. Give that elbow a little bend. Don't lock your elbows. Press your hands down. Hands are nice and open. Find your knees right under your hips. Press your toes down. You take a breath in. Lift the tailbone. Look up. Engage with your breath. Breathe out as you curve your spine. Squeeze. I just got a pop right at my diaphragm. Breathe in. Look up. Let your belly drop. Squeeze the tailbone in, push your mid back, your lower back. Breathe the tailbone out. As you breathe in, keep pressing your hands. Squeeze your tailbone. And find your rhythm for this. It's your breath, not mine. I might sing it too, okay? So don't be alarmed. And come to neutral with your out breath. And curl your toes. Bring your hands a little bit forward. You're going to get ready for your down dog. So squeeze your abdomen, pushing tailbone down. Press your toes and lift from your tailbone up. It's your first down dog. So be mindful. Keep that band on your elbows. Push your shoulders down towards your hips. Bend deep on your knees. Take your time. Press your quads into the bones. Take the time to feel your muscles. Oh, and we got propaganda. Yes. iTunes Radio. Any movement with your head. And again, if your wrists are too hurtful here, you can always go in your forearms, dolphin pose. Important here is that tail going up the ceiling. You might do some movement with your chest if you feel like this feels pretty good. I know it's intense, guys. Bend your knees deeper. See if you can find your belly button. At some point it happens. And you're going to walk towards the front of the mat. First, let's have our feet hip width apart. You can bend your knees deeper. You can move some scrumptiousness out of the way so you can really let your chest rest. Yeah, we got scrumptiousness here everywhere. So sometimes you got to move that scrumptiousness. Don't label yourself. Just don't do it. People already work on labeling you. Why would you do that too? So the more you don't label yourself, the less people feel the need to label you. That's okay. Let it go. Work on your inner thighs. Really press them like energetically in. Not so, you don't want to lock your knees in, but like energetically your inner thighs. Let your body go. Maybe hold opposite elbows with hands. This can be very tense. Let go of your head. Say yes for the wonderful things. For the different things. For even the challenges that help you grow. And you say no for victimization. You say no to blaming others. It's your journey. The more self of you can be, the freer you feel, the more you give yourself permission to simply be and inspire others to do the same. Take a breath in and tuck your belly in and start coming up. Tuck your chin to your chest. Your head is the last one to come up. And maybe do some shoulder rolls to the back, to the front. Maybe a little shaking, a little shake of your legs. Notice what you notice. Maybe a little on that side and some awakening stuff. Find your Tadasana. Find your mountain pose. How do you do that? Celebrate the feet. The feet are taking you everywhere, right? All your journeys, wherever you're going, your feet are taking you. Can you see my head? Maybe not. Just so you know, I can't see the video. So if I look like, I don't know where I'm at because I can't see. So if you can't see my head, I'm still here. Find the 4 points of your pada. 4 points of contact. Pada. Your feet. Your grounding. Lift your toes. Spread your toes. See what muscles you engage. Not see, but like even see in your mind, but like feel what muscles you engage. And the arch of your feet probably lifts. So you want to feel there. Let the toes go, but try to keep the arch of your feet lifted. And I like to close my eyes a lot for yoga. It's internal work, so it helps me. At some point, I think you will also find that it's easier in certain points. So once you find your Tadasana, let's take 3 breaths here. Last big one. Shake and let's flow. So front of the mat, find your hip bones. That's where your feet are distance apart. Lift up, look at your thumbs, and dive forward. Keep the peacock feathers open. Your knees can be bent. Exhale. Inhale halfway. Spine straight. And breathe out. Let it go. Breathe in. Hands come by your feet. You can bend your knees deeper and walk into a plank. So it might be a full plank for you, or if you just started this, you want to be on your forearms, or even just working on your cobra, okay? At some point you do get stronger, and it's a little bit easier, but at first it's challenging. The arms are nice and strong here, really push into the palm of your hands, feeling that connection under the thumb and the indicator finger. Press it, bend your elbows, engage your abs. If it gets to be too much, go into your child pose. We're creating fire in your abdomen, on your thighs. Engage everything, press the heels into the wall behind you. Take one more breath in, and bend your knees, chest, and hand. And let it all go. Hands by your chest, pressing your elbows in, and as you press in, you lift your shoulders. That's your mini baby cobra. And here comes Zena. Hi, Zena. You're going to take a breath in. You're going to push with your arms pressed in, your elbows up and back into your child pose. And breathe. You're going to take another breath in. And lift into your down dog. Really press your abdomen. Help to push your peacock feathers up and back. Yeah. Look at your belly button. Hi, belly button. And relax the head. Push the shoulders away from your ear. Open your chest. You're going to take a breath in. You're going to lift your right leg. Oh, actually, first, bring your left foot towards the middle of the mat so your hips are a little bit squared. You're going to lift your right leg. Again, remember, it doesn't have to go high. You want to have space, enough space to, not have to go higher. So you can hear, what is important is that you keep your hip square to the front. Then you lift. Take a breath in. And you're going to squeeze that right knee into the chest. And breathe up. Breathe in. And breathe up. One more time. Breathe in, bring the knee to the chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And up. And the right foot meets the left. Then the left goes up. Find your squared hips to the front so you don't have to go high. You want to be squared here. Engage in that right leg, nice and strong, pushing with your abdomen into your tailback and bringing the left knee into the chest, all the way up. And breathe up. And squeeze the air out. Breathe up. Breathe out. Take one more breath in. Up. And meets with the right. Take a breath. Bend your knees. Get down into your child's pose. So those planks with the knees can be very challenging, guys. Remember that there is a practice. You're building to this. If you're not quite there yet, you can be on your forearms. You still can get a lot here. This is a lot. When I first started, I could not do this either. I didn't have that kind of awareness. So stay here if that's where you're at. You can stay in the middle. See? Don't let your mind get in the way. The mind tells that you're tired, that you can't do it first. Your body doesn't really feel that way. Your body feels that it can do anything. So from child pose, take a breath in, extend your arms, bring it up, curl your toes, and down dog we go. Again, you're gonna take a breath in and lift that right leg. And now you're gonna bring that right knee on the outside of your right elbow and bring it up. At first, you might not go all the way out there, but that's okay. You're working on creating awareness, strength on those deep abdominal muscles. So be patient with yourself. One more. Take a breath in. Exhale. You're going to lift. And now you're going to bring the knee into your chest all the way as you breathe out and place between your hands. At some point, get graceful. I'm quite heavy, so if you're more graceful, then it's good for you. If you're not, you get there, girl. Or boy, right? Oh, am I on the screen? I don't know. Okay, so we on high lunge. Remember that you can be on your low lunge, okay? So if you're on a high lunge, you're going to press your muscles into the bones. You have your blocks. You can always help with the blocks, not to feel that you're collapsing on top of your leg, to help you to create that openness on the front body and trying to square so that the left hip is pushing forward, the right hip is pushing back. My knee is right under my ankle. My back leg is nice and engaged, it's nice and strong. I'm pushing my heel into the back wall. And I lift my arm if that's available. And take a breath out and in. And breathe out and in. Bring into your chest. Take a breath in and come up all the way up. So this is learning, right? You can always go down on your knee and then come up. Fire up your abs. They do the work. They're your powerhouse. Okay, now maybe big toes together. Take a breath in. And exhale, dive forward. You see your cliff down there? Don't be afraid. Your body will support you. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Breathe in halfway. Straight spine. Exhale, hands by your feet. And walk behind you. Get to geoplank or your knee, chest, and head. If you're going to go for chaturanga with me, make sure that you engage your elbows into your ribs. Get strong. Your triceps are getting stronger. Push the shoulders away from your ear. Come a little bit forward and move. And let go of the toes. Up into your down dog or up dog. Sadhu Up, pushing the crown of your head up, engaging your elbows in. Up dog, you engage your quads. You can now stay here, you can now stay on your baby cobra. Take a breath in, curl your toes, and up we go, down dog. Walk that dog, walk that dog. Let's go for the same on the left side. And again, remember, you can now go lower on your forearms. You take a breath in, lift. And bring it the left knee into the left elbow. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Now you're going to bring the knee to the middle into the chest. Squeeze, squeeze. And place your foot right between your hands. Again, you can go into low lunge. You can find your blocks. Press into the blocks. Make sure that your inner thighs are engaged so your knee doesn't open to the side. Keep it centered. Pressing on that right leg into that back wall. Engaging all the muscles. Finding your balance. Right hip needs to come forward. Left hip back. Take a breath in. And breathe out. Might be a shaking going on. Embrace it. That's your body getting stronger. Take a breath in. Bring it into your chest. Press. Press your hands together. Press your abdominals together. Press everything together. Center line. Take a breath in. And push yourself up. And release. Breathe in. So celebrate that energy that is going through your body. It is, isn't it? It's energy. It might be like almost like a freak out energy, like you feel so energized. Well, I do. Maybe because it's hot here. Water. So let me tell you this. You're doing great already just for being here with me, or even if you're just watching. You know, there were a lot of times that I would just watch videos and think that how cool it would be if I did that. Here I am, and here you are. Oh, this is a great song. So let's do the same flow, okay? So big toes together. Take a breath in and dive forward. Breathe in halfway. Breathe out. Breathe in, hands by your feet. You can either walk into a plank or you can jump into a plank or chaturanga and lower. And you can lower your knees, your chest and your head. You respect your body. Your body is where your body is, so respect it. Listen to it. Okay, take a breath in, lift. Bring it all the way into the chest. Squeeze, squeeze in place between the hands. Lift up. High lunge. Open into your warrior two. Open that chest. Find that beam of light out of your third finger. Is your knee over the ankle? Are you open on your front body? Take a breath in, flip your hand, and revert your warrior. See if you can really open your chest. And your hand here is just sliding down. And the hand can be behind too. And again, your lunge doesn't have to be high, okay? This is pretty beautiful. This is what my practice is at. I have been working on it for a while. So turn the other side. Straight angle. Can put a little mudra here because it looks really cool. Take a breath in. Come up back into your warrior two. Straighten your front leg. You're going to reach with your right arm, but don't let the body fall to the back. Try to keep pushing forward. Then you go as far as you go. Then you fall. Then you find your block. Your hands strong, nice and engaged. You're pressing into that block or the floor or the shin. Open the front body. The right side comes forward, the left side comes back. Take another breath in, engage your inner thighs, and lift. Okay, flow. Now you're going to have both toes facing forward. And again, your leg can be here, right? It's wherever you at. So the toes are facing forward, the side of the mat. And you take a breath in. Really engage all your muscles into the legs. Put the weight on the outside of your foot, but engaging the inner thighs and opening your peacock feathers. And exhale all the way down. Have your block there for assistance. If you're not quite, quite there to be where you want to be at, this is where you're at. So the tendency here is that your body wants to go to the back. You want to bring it over, like really centered on your arch, between the ball and the heel. And you can have your forearms down if you're already there. And you really let your body fall forward. Trusting that your legs are strong, that your abs are letting go. If you are on your block, stay here and let it go. See if you can let it just create a little bit more space on your lower back. This should feel pretty good. And if a headstand here is on your practice, this is where you would go for it. You press on your hands and you go for it. I'm not going to go there now because I have a class later that I do headstands. So for now, this is where I'm at. Just feeling the blood coming up to my head. It's so important. And my organs being upside down gives them a natural flush. Okay, too much. Take a breath in. Come up slow so you don't feel lightheaded. Engage your abs. Your arms are nice and strong here. Press your chest out. Press your hands down. And breathe. Now, you can bend your knees to feel like a little bit more stable, or you can do it with your legs straight, but you're going to bring hands on your hips and you're going to come up, pressing from your abs. Great job. Now you're going to flip the warrior. Yes, it's hot. Okay, front leg, facing front. Open up on your warrior two. Make sure that the front knee, your left leg is bent at the knee, right on top of the ankle. The back foot is in diagonal. You're opening that front body. You're going to take a breath in. You're going to straighten your leg. Again, triangle pose, Savasana. Find your inner thighs. Press them in. Press that hip forward. Go as far as you can go. Then you lower. And you can find your block. Again, you don't need to have such an open distance on your legs, but open. Embody the best pose that you can here. You pull your shoulder into your shoulder girdle. And breathe. Take one more breath in. Engage everything and come up. Back into your warrior two. And you're going to go into your side angle. A little mudra there. And come up. Revert. Up. Breathe in into the high lunge or low lunge. Come up. Take a breath in and exhale. So, okay. We got time. Check in. How are you doing? Maybe drink some water. Feel what you feel. Tadasana is a great pose to just check in. Feel your roots down. Feel your your body, feel your breath, feel your heart. Yeah, put your hand on your heart. It's beating. So thankful for this beat, for this very moment. Whatever this moment is. Take a breath in. Breathe out. And if your body feel like it wants to move with the music, perhaps let it move with the music. I love to just like do a little dance, letting my body move with it, within the pose. Like this is a forward fold. Like it's great to move. Take a breath in. Straighten your spine. Maybe your legs now go a little bit straighter, pressing on your quads, pressing back, lifting your knees, engaging the deep abdominal muscles as you breathe. Now take a breath in. Hands by your feet. You can either jump or walk behind you. And go for Chaturanga Dandasana or your knee, chest, and head. And press into your up dog or cobra or mini cobra. Press your hands into it. Open your chest. Press your shoulders behind. Press your toes. Take a breath in. Curl the toes. And up we go. Yes. So much fun. So dancing here is perfect. Whatever happens for you. It's just you and you. Okay. Those were my 5 breaths. Take a breath in. Lift your leg, press it behind. You're going to open that leg and bend that knee. Keep the foot down, the left foot pressing all the way down into the heel and back. And try to look at your right foot under your armpit and check on your deodorant. And open, maybe curl toes. And feel that openness of that front body. Take a breath in, straighten your leg. You're going to bring all the way into the knee, into the chest, the knee to the chest, and place it right between your hands. Yes, Pigeon. Oh, Lord of mercy. Pigeon. So, my hips get very high. I need a little support there. Now look behind me. Try to really push that left hip forward, right hip back. And I feel like a pull into my abdomen, like myofascially. So I'll be mindful of that. And I went to this class 2 weeks ago, and I love the way the instructor said, like, just weave down into your forward fold here. Right, Zena? Just weave it down nice and slow. And if you feel like you want to do it again, do it again. Kind of weave your way down. Take a breath. Let it go. Don't let go of the breath, guys. Breathe. And then when you feel like you can let it go, let it go. If this is totally excruciating for your knees, and if you have pains on your knees, if you have had surgeries on your knees, you really need to be mindful in your work. It's even more profound because you are working with altered parts, mechanically altered. So the awareness needs to be even greater, and it might take more time. That's okay. That's why you start like by finding modifications for this. One that I would suggest is that you can do this like seated. So you sit on the chair and you make the figure four. You bend your knee and you rest your ankle on your thigh as you sit. And that is your pigeon. You can have a table in front of you and just hold on to and then go forward. Or you can even have a chair in front of you, or you can do on the floor but the other way. Instead of being here, you're going to be lying on your back and bending your one leg with the ankle on top of the quad. So there are ways of doing it. There are ways of retraining your body. So take a few more breaths here. Maybe move your toes. I always like to put a little bit of movement in it. Yeah, it's a little distraction for sure. Or just the intensification, because I really got acquainted with this sensation here, and I like to have like an intimate moment with it. So sometimes I make it go a little bit deeper. And I breathe. One more breath in, big, big, big. And out. Take a breath in and start coming up slowly. And do a little back bend here. See if you can clasp your hands behind you. Even if you just reach for them. Trying to keep your body facing forward. Let it go. Then you're going to bring easy, engage the abs, bring the leg. Use your hand to help and come across all the way. Let go of the block or the towel if you had one there. I'm going to face you, but you stay on the front of your mat, okay? Just so you see a little bit better. So at first your leg might be here. It's okay, right? It's totally okay. The more you engage your inner thighs, though, I'll tell you that, the more you engage your inner thighs and you really find your sitting bones, the easier it is to bring it across and keep on sitting. So you're pressing that left foot down and your right foot is engaged. You have both sitting bones down. You really, at least for me, I have to really work on keeping my left side down. Take a breath here to feel this stretch. Then you're going to take a breath in with your left arm. You're going to look behind you and press into the floor to lift your deep abdominals. Lift your right arm as you breathe in and breathe out. Bring it outside the left thigh. And if there is space, you push yourself to look behind you. And breathe. It's much harder here. But it's doable. You can have a mudra on your right hand for Shiva. Take a breath in. And exhale, undo. And perhaps having your two hands on your right side and breathe out here. And you're going to have both hands on the front. If you just bow to it, You're going to take a breath in. You're going to press into your left foot. And you're going to bring your right and left behind into your plank. And Vinyasa, bring it over. Bring it down. Pull yourself up on an up dog or cobra or mini cobra. Curl your toes. Up we go. Breathe and notice any difference from one side to the other, the energies there are running through your body. Hug your bones with your muscles. Take a breath in. You're going to raise your left leg, pressing that heel out. You're going to open that leg and bend the knee. The right foot that is down is pressing down. It's nice and present. My muscles on that leg are all engaged, and I'm opening the left side of my hip, looking at my foot under my pet, in some circles with the ankle. Taking another breath in and straightening that leg. And squeezing the air out from my lungs, from my belly, and squeezing the knee into my chest. Squeeze, squeeze, and place the left knee between the hands. Look behind me. Find your alignment. Ideally, that chest will come in front, right on top of the left leg. Once you look behind you both ways, you visualize and mentally see the front hip coming forward, the left hip going back. Take a breath in. And once you found your alignment, you can start weaving. Weaving! Weave! Like a leaf coming down from a tree. It's fall. It's the fall. So be a leaf. Renewing. Yeah, sometimes you gotta get rid of those dried, well-lived leaves of your life. Right? Layers of living. Sometimes you just gotta get rid of the excess, so you create space for new cells, new leaves. That's what we do through sweat. That's what we do through crying. That's what we do through pooping. That's what we do through peeing. That's why it's so important to drink water, to eat your fibers, to eat well. It's all wellness. Yes. Breathe. Take one more breath in, big, big, big. And let it go. The next in breath is start pushing yourself up nice and slow, maybe weaving back as you got into it. See if you can find a little space on your back, do a little back bend. Open your chest, really opening from the chest instead of just bending your back. It's from the chest, opening up. Breathe out, engage, start letting your body fall. Bring the right leg with your hand, the help of your hand. Just got another awesome pop. love pops. Again, fine. And if your legs are scrumptious, really move things out of the way. It's okay. And if you're not there yet, you're not there yet. You are at your right place, the place that you have arrived, and that's your place. And only you're going to feel the things that you're going to feel. I can't feel it for you. Or would I try? No. I got my own things to feel. And that's okay. Take a breath in with my right arm and place it right on the floor behind my sacrum. Really giving it a lift. I'm pressing my right foot down. I'm pressing my right hip down. I take a breath in. Elongate my spine and bring it out. And push it back. I have my Shiva Mudra. Shiva. So Shiva is the feminine energy of Krishna. I'm going to bring both legs to the front and shake it. Shake it. Let's play here a little bit. So this, a lot of times, for me at least, when I straighten my legs here on the forward fold, seated, my back does this, okay? So can you see that it's not helping me to open my chest, it's not helping me to open my front body. So what I learned is that I do engage my legs, my feet are flexed, then I find my scrumptiousness, I move it out the way, and my goal here is to shift, my sacrum to open here. So this is as far as I can go, with a really open and beautiful straight mind where I can kind of see my behind, but not really. So can you see how tight that is? That is tight, people. So this is where I'm at. So some days I stay here for a few breaths, just learning to engage my inner thighs energetically, bringing them in, really awakening deep muscles in my quads, really training my sitting bones to be seated. Because when I fold, I don't fold like this. So I'm learning. So I'll take a breath in, and you see, as I start going forward, my back rounds, and that's okay. That's when I start letting it go. My legs are still very engaged, and I open my chest and I let my hands go. So if I do grab my feet, which some days I do, some days I don't, I really work on keep working on my inner thighs and pushing them, and like really pushing my pelvic floor with it as I push my sacrum back to open. Then once I feel like my energy is starting to dwell and my legs are shaking too much, I let it go and let it fold and let it curve, and that's okay. I keep working on my legs, keep pulling the crown of my head towards the top of my foot. Take a breath in and exhale. Come up one vertebra at a time as I breathe in and breathe out. And shake my legs. So I'm thinking we haven't done tree pose in a while. Maybe it's time for some balance. Point and flex. Round. Working on that sitting. Nice and strong. Take a breath in. Bring your legs together. Bring yourself forward. Tabletop. Get on your balance here if you can. If you can't, it's okay. It's a learning process. You can always have your block and sit and learn to be comfortable here. See, it shakes it. So you work on your tiptoes, you work on keeping your inner thighs together, you keep on opening your tailbone. Press your hands. And if you do have the balance, you can stay there. See if you can keep your heels kind of connected with your sitting bones. Press your inner thighs. Open your chest. Breathe. Closing your eyes makes it a little bit more challenging and a little bit more connected at the same time. Breathe. Take a breath in. Bring down into your chest. Engage all your abdominals. Come up, come up, come up, come up. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. Tiptoe, tiptoe. See if you can be up, up. Take a breath in and relax. Yep. So let's go for a 3 pose, and then I want to do a beautiful relaxation, beautiful Savasana with the Glow to Grow. Came to me by Miss Liz Getman on our church, Cacao Church. It's a group that we have. We drink cacao from Guatemala, and it's very deep in, like, in terms that it's just a lot of awakening. And who doesn't like cacao, right? Chocolate? What? So it's great. So that came to me through her. So I want to really connect you with that, and I would stay until the end. And if you can't stay until the end, you can always come back to it and do Savasana, right? So 3 pose. Let's get the 3 going. Root your 3 on your right foot. Engage your quads. See quads? See my tendon? And those are my quads. Engage them. Press. Lift your knee. Lift your toes. Find your alignment. Maybe you do some movement here with your left leg just to establish balance. Right? Yeah. So once you find like you're pretty balanced, you're going to decide where your 3 is going to be today. There is a lot of beauty in just being here. Learning to open and honor your chest. Right? Your back. Just this can be so challenging. Not challenging. And you can always have a wall, okay? To really work on opening that front body. Engaging your muscles. If you feel like you can do a little bit higher, you're going to bring it above the knee, never into the knee. Do not press your foot into your knee because you're going to damage. We don't like damage. We're trying to fix things, right? Yes. So now you can press your foot safely into that inner thigh and create this midline, right? Strength. Yeah. Once you got there and you feel like you want to go a little bit further, you're going to bring that leg high. Grab it with your hand on your ankle. You bring it all the way, your ankle, your heel into your crotch, right in the middle, and you press. And you press your right leg into that foot, and you open the front here, really engaging everything. You see that yoga is work? Yoga is not just stretch. There is so much engaging to relax. The muscle work into pairs, into agonist and antagonist. You need to honor that. Then if you're here, you can open your chest, lift your arms, be the best expression of your 3 today that you can. Your arms can be here, you can have Shiva, Mudra, you can have your hands up, you can interlace your fingers, point it up. It's your call, it's your 3. You are the 3. So be the best 3 that you can be today. You can look up to the ceiling, and you can even close your eyes and realize that, oh, much harder. Oh, take a breath in and exhale. Arms to your hands. You can get out of your 3 the same way that you came in, or if you want to have a little fun with some extended leg 3, You press here, you open, find your balance. Do the peace sign with your fingers, find your toes. Press your body into that leg and press from your quad up and the heel up to the ceiling. And open. Take a breath in. Exhale to the front. See if you can. What? Take a breath in. Let the leg go. Right? Can you feel the difference from one leg to the other? That's awesome. Okay. I hope you can see my treatment. I'm worried that you guys throughout the session are only seeing my head. Oh, my body. Anyways, find your balance on your left side. Find your patas. Engage your legs. Take your time. It is not a race. It is not a competition. Okay. Very liberating, right? To me, at least. So, you found it. Work a little bit to establish balance. Decide where your tree is going to be. Notice that one side is like, wow, okay, this is different than the other side. And you start noticing where it is, okay. And you breathe. This can be your tree, and it's beautiful and it's strong. You can look up. You can close your eyes. Work on really defining your balance here. Then you're going to bring your foot a little bit higher if you want to. And press that foot into the leg. Remember, don't put on the knee because you don't want to press your foot into your knee. You really don't. And once you found this here, wow, so different from me from the other side. I go a little bit higher. I press into my crunch with my heel. And I open. It's much different from me here, guys. I feel so different on this side. Yep. But I'll smile to that. That's okay. Take a breath in. Woo! Keep it in. And you can lower it from here if you're done with your tree or if you want to try a little fun here. Oh boy, it's so different one side from the other. Take a breath in. Press that toe into that finger. Lift up. To the front. And exhale. Whoa, how good is this? Come to the front of the mat into your Tadasana. Feel the difference from one side to the other. Any movement that you feel like will feel good here. Take a breath. Let it go. Take a breath in. And dive forward. Breathe in. Straight spine. Forward fold as you exhale. Hands by your feet as you breathe in. And you jump or walk back. Chaturanga Dandasana or knee, chest, and head. And up dog. Or mini cobra, cobra. And down dog. 5 breaths. It's interesting that one day I heard that down dog is actually a rest pose, and I was like, what? What are they talking about? There's no way I can rest in this pose. And nowadays, oh my God, I could just stay here. So guys, yes, it does change. It does change. It has been just 10 years. It's a beautiful journey. It's wonderful. It's a lifestyle. It's a change. It's just embracing. Take a breath in. And let it go down. And breathe. Let it go. You're going to come up into your fours, into a tabletop. Bring your legs around to the front of the mat. We're going to start getting ready to go down into our Savasana. Have your feet together, pressing down into the mat. Your knees are nice and bent. Your quads are engaged. Your inner thighs are engaged. Your arms are right in front of you. Lift your chest. Relax your shoulders. Counterbalance. Find your pivot point. Take 5 breaths in air. One more breath. As you exhale, start curling your tailbone. Curl it, curl it, curl it. Squeeze the peacock feathers. And let it all go. So you have arrived at the end of our practice today. I will be reading for you. So I'll be seated. I want you to just let your body go. You don't have to think of anything. You just have to listen and see where your body relates to what we are doing. I think you're going to feel deeply relaxed. You might get the urge to laugh or even cry. It is a very profound and fun, deep relaxation. So keep just doing whatever your body needs to do right now to get into a deeper relaxation as I find what I want to share with you. It was here. So just allow gravity to let your body get really heavy and allow your joints to let it go. Allow any feeling, let it go. You don't have to be attached to anything that's going on in your body right now. Just notice if you feel more energized, if your body feels some energy going through it. Do a little side to side with your head. Get comfortable. And I invite you to close your eyes if you haven't yet. Begin to notice your breath, the rate, the sound, the feeling throughout your body. Notice places on your body that are especially tight, sore, or in which you are carrying pain or a blockage. Breathe. Just be. It is absolutely the simplest and one of the most powerful meditations they have ever experienced. It is not done with the mind. Ask the smile in your heart to find you. And it does. Let that smile spread over your face. Just let yourself smile. Ask the smile in your heart to find you. If you can allow yourself to smile, notice that you are radiating energy, gently glowing, and simply breathing. Notice that radiance is not a draining, leaking, or loss of energy. It is an overflowing. Notice that even your toes are glowing. This helps you to experience that every cell in your body is now gently overflowing with energy, light and multi-dimensional potential. Does this overflowing come from who you really are? And does it come from your source? From God, Goddess, Supreme Being, Mother Nature? whatever that is for you. So, is this you? Yeah. Is this source? Yeah. This energy comes from the place where we are one, where you experience oneness. It flows through every cell, connecting all of you to everything outside and everything inside. This energy comes from the place referred to you as your light body, soul self, God self, or the being of light that you are that chose an expression in a human body. Go to glow. You can use this gentle flow of energy to raise your vibration, raise your resonance. If you hang out in this kind of energy, however you connect to it, your consciousness will change. True story. You can use the energy for meditation, manifestation, and healing. If you are in a situation when the vibe could use an adjustment with yourself, with someone else, something else, go to glow. Turn this on, and quite often the change in your resonance will shift the energy of those around you. Overflow with light because it's effortless. If you are a therapist, a body worker, a caregiver, or in any other field of healing, you're really just being a good friend or loved one, and you give from your personal energy, you do get drained. If you give from an energy like this, an overflowing energy, you can't give unless you are so full you can hold no more. Yes. If they start pulling from you, sucking energy from you, you will not be drained. It isn't coming from you, at least not the physical you, the you in a body. They can have all they want through you. They have a higher source. They know what they need. You don't have to know. You can send this energy anywhere in the world, to any person, place, or situation. Do that now. Tell it to go somewhere. Send the glow. Most people can feel this energy from itself into a beam, circle, or whatever form you envision, and send it effortlessly. And because you are a flow of feeling, you don't need symbolic devices to make your rational mind feel like it has something to do. It doesn't have to stay occupied. Or you can use this energy in other direction. While you're glowing, you can invite anyone or any situation into thought, and they will come if they want and receive what they want. By sharing this energy, you can change someone else's breathing, their heart rate, their thoughts. Just go to glow. If you feel with light, whatever is not in harmony with that light will come up. Whatever you and your higher self are here to work on, dark shadow or light shadow, it will come up. If you have a flow from inside, thoughts, feelings, emotions, images, let them flow. Or you might find that you have a dense, heavy, tight, constricted, contracted place in your body. Just painful enough that you know where it is. And only you know. It is a communication, a language about where density is, where something is stuck. If you have one of those places, back off. Let go of working out it. Let go of healing it, of fixing it, of judging it. Let go of judging yourself for having it. Just step back. Watch. Pay attention. Ask this flow of light to show you what you would do with your density. Gently, lovingly, and just watch. Pay attention. What would the higher being you are do with your density? Allow this smile in your heart to find you. Breathe. Flow. Illuminate. Check in with your body. No judging. Just a check-in. Stay in this place as long as you need to. Just glow. As you let those words resonate with you or not, start getting back into this physical body. Being thankful for the opportunity to be here at this very moment. If you are at home or at a hotel, whatever you are, in whatever time, in whatever situation, know that that is the time, that is the now, and you honoring it by being present here and working on your kinks and stuff that might bubble up. And it's by working on that stuff that you find your glow, and then you go to glow. Let your toes glow. So now you can raise your arms above your head. Take a deep breath in, very big breath. Point your toes. And exhale. Take the biggest, largest, most incredible breath you're going to take today. And let it go. Bring both knees into the chest and do some side-to-side self-massage. And start coming up to seated position, very nice and slowly. Finding your sitting bones. Find what sitting is comfortable for you. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. We're going to end the class with 3 breaths and a 4th breath for measure for our own. So arms by your side, palms facing out. You're going to take a breath in, relax the shoulders, press your sitting bones down, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. One more time, breathe in, breathe out. Next in breath, bring your arms above your head, put your hands together, press them together. Bring them into your chest in your Ujjayi Mudra. And one last breath. May your thoughts be happy. May your smells be happy. May your words be happy. May your heart be happy. May your projection be happy. May your doing be happy. And understanding that sometimes happy is just a destination. And we stay with what is there for that moment, knowing that change is the only constant. Namaste. Ooh, I got my blog. Oh, my namaste. Thank you so much. And today has been an amazing day, and I'm so blessed to be sharing my practice with you. And thank you. And have a great day. Ah.